Hello and welcome back together to my weekend update on the financial markets. My name is Jens. I have a short update today for you on the financial markets about S&P 500, US oil, gold and Bitcoin. Let's start directly with the weekly time frame on the S&P 500 index so that you know what to do in the markets the next days and weeks. Yeah, on the weekly we can see that we're still on an uptrend, even if the secondary weekly uptrend is broken to the downside. We recovered pretty fast the last correction. And yeah, I went long. Why I went long, I will tell you at the daily time frame. Here we can see that the daily downtrend line got broken to the upside. Then we reversed at the all-time high level to the downside. And then the 4-hour time frame, this blue dotted downtrend line got broken to the upside. And because I'm still bullish for this overall uptrend, the trend is your friend, always remember that. I want to trade also in this direction. I will change my opinion if we see prices decline to the downside again, breaking this low here to the downside. That would make me again bearish, and pretty bearish if we lose this daily support zone here. Then we will see lower prices all the way down to the weekly support zones in form of the daily support zone and the daily weekly the weekly orange solid uptrend line. Here I went long after the break at the 4-hour time frame. And since then, we are up 1.4% of the portfolio, or $1,400. My stop loss is below the last low with $2,000 at risk, or 2% on the portfolio. If we see a break above the last all-time high, I will change my stop loss to my entry level so that I can't lose money on the trade and only win. My take profit is placed at around $5,950 or points in this case of the S&P 500 index, and that would make me a profit of roughly $5,900 or nearly 6%. Yeah, that's it for S&P 500. I keep you updated, and yeah, let's switch to US oil. Oil at the weekly time frame, we can see the red solid downtrend line at the monthly and the monthly support and resistance zone. We have broken that to the upside. After that, we went into this correction here that I marked with this orange solid downtrend line. That one got broken to the upside. So I was first bullish for this market, but I turned bearish after seeing a break below the 200 moving average and the cross of the shorter moving average crossing the longer moving average to the downside, and also traded that way. Because of that, my last trade on US oil was at the short side of the market and went into profit. I said in my last update that I expect price to retest again this weekly support zone, and we nearly did that. Maybe we'll see a lower dip to really test it again. Let's watch that closer at the daily time frame, where we broke out of this daily triangle pattern to the downside. So it was likely that price will continue into this direction. We also formed here and a new 4-hour support zone that got broken to the downside, and I traded it this way and closed out with, I don't know anymore, it was, let's check the account history, it was, yes, 2.5% plus in the account balance, currently 7.4% in profit with the account. And yeah, I'm not planning really to trade this asset here, oil, until I see a break either below this weekly support zone, because that would mean that we will see an even deeper decline in this market. I think it's not the most likely scenario. The more likely scenario would be that we see maybe a second deeper correction to retest really this weekly support zone, and then finally break this daily downtrend line, make a retest, break a retest again to the upside in combination with this weekly solid orange downtrend line, and see higher prices from there. That would be a good trade here at that spot. I will inform you if that will be the case. A short look at the 4-hour time frame. Here the short-term downtrend is broken to the upside, but yeah, likely that we will see a second wave here that is going lower, and then the trend would look like this. Yeah, that's it on US oil. Let's switch to gold. Yeah, gold also at the weekly time frame looks pretty bullish. We have been able to break above the often tested resistance zone here at the weekly, And since then, we are currently in the third impulse to the upside. The first impulse was the one that broke this often tested resistance zone to the upside. Then we had the first correction, second wave to the upside or impulse, then another correction. And now we are in the third impulse to the upside, which normally is following in a weekly bigger move to the downside. I don't know from where it will start or where it will end. We are reactive here in the market and not predictive. And from there on, we will continue the overall uptrend, because uptrend after such a breakout is pretty dominant in gold normally and in commodities in general. So you should be involved in this bull trend. Let's go down to the daily time frame to more deeper analysis. Here we can see that we broke out of this daily range and this triangle here. And yeah, that here was a good spot. We have been at new all-time highs and we have been consolidating, and I was waiting for this breakout that we have seen at the 4-hour time frame in particular, because here you have this 4-hour support and resistance zone, in this case here at the all-time high only resistance, and I waited for a break to trade this one to the upside with a stop loss below this range here. Yeah, I was not able to catch this one because on Thursday I wasn't really present at my smartphone or at the desktop, and so I missed this really high engulfing green candle, and the market was not able to reverse, so an entry wasn't really possible for me. I said in my last report that my target would be around the $2,600 level, $2,620 level, and from there on here we don't have a good risk reward ratio if we would say that the stop loss is below this structure. That doesn't make any sense, so I'm not entering this trade till I see a better opportunity. Maybe we will see something like this here. Let's change that one to the 4-hour style. I can only recommend you to keep your charts nice and clean and be selective with your colors so you don't confuse the time frames. And yeah, maybe we'll see a setback to this support zone here, and from there on maybe we'll see a break of this downtrend and then maybe trade it again to the upside. But yeah, I think I missed the main movement. Maybe we'll continue, maybe set a little bit back and continue then to my take profit target. And yeah, maybe after that, or my expectation is that we will see after that even a bigger decline, maybe back to the secondary daily uptrend line here in white dotted, and from there on would be an interesting spot to enter the market again if we see a downtrend break to the upside. So that's it for gold. Let's switch to Bitcoin. Last but not least, the Bitcoin. We have been able on the weekly time frame to make a new all-time high, and since then we are in a downtrend. Let's see what this downtrend means in particular. We had a series of lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower low, lower high, and this one here is not a lower low. So potentially the trend is about to change. Not for sure, because to be sure we have to see again a new all-time high getting above these highs here, and that would confirm that we are moving from a downtrend to an uptrend. Or that would be the technical analysis behind it. Maybe MACD will cross around this time frame also to the upside, but we will see. Let's switch to the daily time frame to explain maybe why I was taking another long trade to the upside after my last Bitcoin long trade went into stop loss. Yeah, we have here this daily price channel where price bounces slightly to the downside, and yeah, here was the lowest low and here was the higher low. So I thought a break of this daily downtrend line could be a good spot to enter again, trade to the upside, at least here to the upper side of this price channel. On daily time frame, you can see also the supportive 4-hour uptrend line. MACD is crossing to the downside here at 4 hours, so maybe we'll see now a slight correction. Yeah, the breakout was valid, and I waited for a setback. First, I entered the trade here, but then I have seen here the double top, and that we went lower, so I got out of the trade. I don't know, it wasn't really much here. It was SPX crypto. Yeah, I lost 0.155% or $150 Not really much on this account balance, because I thought it would be technical more correct to wait for the setback and then a break of this correction to the upside to enter the trade. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with my entry here. My stop loss is below the last low. If we see that breaking to the downside, it would mean that we will probably again maybe lose this price channel to the downside and continue maybe even to this 44,000 US dollar level. And then I don't want to be involved in this market during that time, or maybe short it. We will see. For now, I'm on a long trade. And yeah, if we get mainly above this daily support and resistance zone here, I would think about moving my stop loss to my entry level so that the trade is risk free after that. And we will see if we get or take profit of 3.1% of the account balance or lose the 2% of the account balance at risk. That's it for the weekend update. A short but I think informative one. Stay tuned. We hear and see us next time. Bye bye.